Have you ever looked at a resume and just thought, this makes no sense? Well, today we're going to deconstruct a fascinating job application that, at first glance, looks like a total jumble of unrelated jobs. But as you're about to see, it's actually a masterclass in how to weave a nonlinear career into a really powerful story. So let's get into it.
Okay, so here's the puzzle right up front. On one side, you've got the experience, heavy-duty truck driver, an international debt collector, security operations, an entrepreneur. And on the other side, the goal, a super technical role as an adaptive associate, deep in the Atlassian ecosystem, working with AI. So how on earth do you connect those dots? Well, let's start pulling on the first thread.
To really get where this person is going, we have to go all the way back to the beginning. And it turns out this candidate's journey into tech didn't just start last year or even last decade. Nope, it started almost 40 years ago. Just look at this timeline for a second. That thread starts all the way back in 1985. On a Commodore 64, of all things, he's programming in BASIC. And why? To solve a real-world business problem, automating his own logistics. This was never just a hobby. It was a tool to get things done. And you can see that same impulse, that same drive carrying all the way through from founding his own company to this year's big strategic pivot into professional IT. So this is the key thing to understand. This isn't some sudden, jarring career change. It's a career evolution. Yeah, the technology has changed. I mean, we've gone from a Commodore 64 to modern AI systems, but that fundamental drive to adapt, to solve problems, that's been the constant engine pushing him forward this whole time.
So you're probably wondering, what about all those other jobs? You know, the ones that don't look like tech at all. Well, they weren't detours, not even close. They were the very places the trial by fire where the most valuable and honestly the hardest to teach skills were forged. Let's just look at the sheer scale of that experience.
First off, the sheer scale of his experience is just wow. We are talking about living and working in 40, that's 40, different countries. Now, this isn't just about collecting passport stamps. This is deep immersion. It's a masterclass in cross-cultural communication and adapting on the fly, over and over again.
And this experience has incredible depth. We're talking 38 years of navigating massive technological shifts, economic collapses, political changes, you name it. That kind of resilience, you don't learn that in a weekend boot camp. That is earned the hard way.
And all that time abroad is backed up by some serious communication skills. Being fluent in 4 languages is a massive asset for any global tech company. It means you can seamlessly integrate with diverse teams, talk to clients all over the world. It's a huge deal.
Now, let's talk about the pressure of these roles. This wasn't just, driving a truck, it was securing high-value pharmaceuticals. This wasn't just making a few calls, it was international debt collection for clients like the World Bank. I mean, these are extreme, high-stakes scenarios that build elite-level skills in negotiation, in risk management, and just keeping your cool when everything is on fire.
So when you see that foundation of resilience, that trial-by-fire experience, the move into a formal IT career suddenly becomes crystal clear. This wasn't some random jump for a new job. It was a calculated, strategic decision to apply a very unique skill set to a brand new domain. And here it is in his own words. This is the bridge. He saw the security risks in physical logistics, things like organized cargo theft, getting worse and worse. And he made the conscious choice to transfer that real-world expertise in risk management over to the digital world of IT. And this just illustrates the parallels perfectly. Think about it. Mitigating cargo theft is conceptually the same problem as mitigating cyber threats. Ensuring a physical supply chain runs without a hitch, that takes the exact same mindset as ensuring digital service delivery. It's all about managing complex systems and making them work better, whether they're made of atoms or bits. Okay, so we've seen the adaptability engine that started it all, and we've seen the resilience that was forged under pressure. Now for the really cool part. Let's see how all of these seemingly separate threads get woven together into one single, powerful professional identity. This is his signature project, and it is the ultimate proof of concept. See, he didn't just go out and learn a bunch of new tech skills. No, he architected an entire system to accelerate learning itself. It's a framework that shows a really deep, systems-based way of thinking about problems. So, how does this thing work? Well, first he uses AI to structure all the information. Then he creates these automated feedback loops, so if you get something wrong on a quiz, it takes you right to the explanation. And get this, he even explains why the wrong answers are wrong. That right there is the hallmark of deep understanding. And then he reinforces it all by teaching other people through public tutorials. This isn't just learning. This is engineering the entire process of learning itself. It's brilliant.
And really, this one sentence just sums it all up, doesn't it? 38 years of experience across dozens of countries and industries have proven this to be absolutely true. His entire career is a testament to not just surviving change, but actually using it as fuel.
So what does this incredible story mean for you? Well, it offers a really powerful new way to look at your own career path, especially if it hasn't exactly been a straight line from A to B.
I want you to forget the idea of a linear career ladder. Seriously, think of your career more like a tapestry. That random summer job you had, that project that failed spectacularly, that role you took in a completely different industry. They aren't mistakes or detours. They are all threads. Each one adds color and texture and strength to the final piece. The real skill is learning how to weave them together to tell your unique story of value.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Take a moment and look back at your own messy resume. But don't look at the job titles. Look at the experiences. What are the hidden threads in your story? What skills did you forge when the pressure was on? And how can you start weaving them together to tell a more powerful story about who you really are and the unique value you bring to the table?